Hello everyone and welcome to the NASCAR Xfinity Series Sport Clips Haircuts VFW Help a Hero 200 from Darlington. You have Ty Gibbs and Kyle Larson on the front row ready to get underway as we are now green here at Darlington. Ty Gibbs into the race lead, getting a nice shove from the 16 of AJ Allmendinger. Right behind him, Trevor Baynes. So Allmendinger and Ty Gibbs side by side for the lead. Ty Gibbs needs to win to get into the playoffs. Allmendinger already has a couple wins and is safely into the playoffs. Well, actually, Ty Gibbs does not need to win, but he needs some points. So Ty Gibbs taking control of this race early as he leads the opening lap here at Darlington. And behind him, Larson and Allmendinger battle for second. Trevor Baynes in fourth and Josh Berry running out the top five at the moment. So Ty Gibbs in control after the first two laps here at Darlington. As we move on to lap 36. We have 5 to go in stage 1. Ty Gibbs has already come down for a scheduled green flag pit stop, cycling the lead out to AJ Allmendinger for the moment. And so, Allmendinger and the aid of Josh Berry are first and third at the moment. Now going to come down pit road for their green flag scheduled stops and hand the lead over to the 88 of Kyle Larson, who stays on the racetrack, holds the lead. Now with 4 to go in stage 1. Kyle Larson looking to get his first Xfinity Series win in a long time, as he's catching the 28 of Kyle Sieg, the lap car. And now the 88 of Kyle Larson will come down pit road for his scheduled green flag pit stop, followed by Sam Mayer, Trevor Baynes, Justin Allgaier, Riley Earp, Sheldon Creed, and Mike Snyder, and Yaley, and Carruth, and Perkins. So now we go to the 54, Ty Gibbs, who is going to start passing these guys and should cycle back out to the front of the field here with 3 to go in stage number 1. Ty Gibbs should cycle out to be your leader next time by across the line. He's got a nice, comfortable gap back to the rest of the field, Noah Gragson, and so on and so forth. He's catching the lap car, the 13 of Timmy Hill. Now 2 to go in stage 1. Ty Gibbs back out front here at Darlington after our first round of pit stops. It still has Kyle Larson scoring the lead and doesn't say 2 to go on the stage yet. But right here, Ty Gibbs has already passed Kyle Larson as Ty Gibbs cycles out now. He will now take 2 laps to go in stage 1 as your race leader here in Darlington. And you have Noah Gragson in second, and AJ Allmendinger in third. So Ty Gibbs is going to hold on for this lap. In the next one, he'll have another stage win on the season, get him some solid stage points. It's been a very calm stage 1 so far, as Ty Gibbs now takes the lead, the last lap of stage 1. As we get the caution command ready. Here we are going to put out the yellow to declare the end of the stage, and through turn 4 for the final time in stage 1, it is going to be Ty Gibbs winning stage 1 here in Darlington. Noah Gragson second, AJ third, Josh Berry fourth, Daniel Hemrick fifth, Landon Castle sixth, Kyle Larson seventh, Brandon Jones eighth, Sage Karam ninth, and Sam Mayer 10th. As here we begin stage 2. Back on the green, Noah Gragson won the race off pit road, so Gragson is now your race leader. With the lap car of Kyle Weatherman alongside Gregson trying to get some more playoff points to his total. Ty Gibbs is way back in traffic, trying to make his way back up through the field. So JRM right now 1, 2, 3 with Gregson, Larson, and Berry. As Larson shoves Gregson clear of Kyle Weatherman. So that officially puts Weatherman back 1 lap down. As we go back, looking through the field. Whoa, we got a car sideways on the apron coming back on the racetrack, making an incredible save. That is the 5 machine of Brandon Brown. What a save as he gets hooked by the 4 of Bailey Curry. Comes up the track but saves it. An impressive job from Brandon Brown there making that save. Now we fast forwards back to real time. We have a pack that is running a little too close for comfort here. 2 and 3 wide. This could get dangerous as we view the 68 of Chris Wright alongside the 19 of Brandon Jones. I move forward to look at Jeremy Clements, Ty Gibbs in the 54, going 3 wide on JJ Yaley and Ryan Vargas. And now trying to pass Sheldon Creed and Austin Hill. We now look at Alfredo alongside Brandon Jones. That's some close quarters racing. It's getting tight back here in these 3 wide situations. My goodness. Everyone is still trying to chase down the 80 of Kyle Larson, who has actually gone around the 9-0 Gregson for the race lead here at Darlington. And now there was a caution. Not sure why I couldn't quite catch what the caution was for, but here we go back green on lap 59. Kyle Larson on the front row alongside the lap car of Weatherman with lead lap Noah Gregson behind him. Then Sam Mayer and Josh Berry. JRM 1, 2, 3, 4 right now. Sam Mayer nearly got hooked by Josh Berry right there. How about the 45 of Sage Karam for Alpha Prime Racing back in 5th place right now, having a great run for that team. As we see everyone going 2 and 3 wide back here, it is getting really dicey now. All these drivers starting to become a lot more aggressive as we progress through the race, trying to get every position they can to be in position to win. 3 wide back here with Sage Karam, AJ Allmendinger, Landon Castle. Caution is out. Whoa, caution is out on the racetrack. There has been a yellow. What has happened? We look further back. We're going to rewind here from Jeb Burton's POV and see there has been a big accident. And if we look, your stage 1 winner, Ty Gibbs, has been involved in an incident with the 68 of Chris Wright here on the front stretch. As let's rewind a little bit further and see what happens. Out of turn 4, Anthony Alfredo hooks Ty Gibbs down the racetrack. They both save it. Alfredo comes back up the track 3 with Caruth and Allgaier, hooks them down, and around goes Ty Gibbs. They sent him hard into the wall, collecting Chris right down the racetrack. They got a huge hit. Myatt Snyder into Ty Gibbs head on. Completely destroys the 31, and Ty Gibbs, one of the dominant cars of the day, your stage 1 winner, is going to be out of the race after this crash. As now we ride on board the 68 of Chris Wright, as you see the wreck in front of him, and you see Ty Gibbs swing right in front of him. Noted it was clipped into the wall, but it should be okay to continue on just fine. Light damage for Chris Wright and the 68 machine. Now on board with Myatt Snyder, he's definitely does. He took a huge hit. So right on board with Myatt, we see them crashing ahead. He tries to go low to avoid, and Ty Gibbs slides down the right track right into him. And a huge hit for Myatt Snyder. Head on with Ty Gibbs. Both of those drivers will be out of the race from this wreck. So 2 DNFs. Now we're going to go on board with the 54 of Ty Gibbs and his wild ride he just took. And so Ty Gibbs, this is really going to hurt his playoff chances. He came into this race just less than 10 points below the cut line. Now being out of the race, he's going to lose a ton of points. You see right here, he's going to get hooked. Nowhere to go for Ty. Into the wall and into Chris Wright. And here comes Myatt Snyder. Pow, right there. Heavy contact. Ty Gibbs spinning like a top. And so our first caution for cause of the night here at Darlington, with a big pileup taking out Ty Gibbs and Myatt Snyder, involving Chris Wright, Anthony Alfredo, Justin Allgaier, and Rajah Caruth. So the 7 just hooked the 54 into the wall. And now we're going, bang, there's Myatt Snyder. Heavy contact. Now we're going to see what happened here through Anthony Alfredo's POV as he turns Ty Gibbs down the track and tries to merge up the racetrack and pretty much the 44-7 run out of space and crunch down on Alfredo. So a wild first wreck to start the day. Now on board for Jacques Caruth. He had nowhere to go. He's just pinched. And Ty Gibbs especially nowhere to go. He's got clipped by the 7 who was sideways. Now we get Allgaier's POV. So he's nowhere to go. Turn down the track right into Ty Gibbs. And the 54 machine is destroyed with Snyder and so on. Everyone else back here making it through. Of course, besides Snyder, Chris Wright, and Ty Gibbs. Now we're going to get another angle of it here, the TV2 angle. Now we cut back to your race leader, which is the 88 of Kyle Larson. And now we are on the restart here after the big pileup. Josh Berry on the front row alongside lap car Weatherman with Sage Karam behind him in second. And then Ryan Sieg third, J.J. Yaley in fourth. And Brandon Brown in fifth. Unbelievable lineup here at the front. And so, Josh Berry in control. Will we have another crash? It is highly likely after what we just saw. And now they're going 3 wide back here, these lap cars. This could be dangerous. Watch out, J.J. Yaley. So now it's Josh Berry in the lead here. Darlington lead for his second win this season. His other win was, of course, at Watkins Glen when Ty Gibbs choked it by pitting late in the race, allowed Josh Berry to take the lead and run away with the win. As we now go through the field, just trying to see if we're going to have any pilots there. 3 wide here in the mid-pack. This could be dangerous. Jeremy Clements, Trevor Bayne. Big contact with Clements and Bailey Curry. Somehow everyone survives. All into the corner. Clements almost gets hooked by the 4. Trevor Bayne gets bumped by Daniel Hemrick. 3 and 4 wide. Blaine Perkins. Watch out. Joe Graff Jr. into the wall. As Blaine Perkins almost came up the track and cleaned out the whole field. Trevor Bayne now 3 wide. Now they're almost going 4 wide. Daniel Hemrick is going to get hit by Creed. He's going to save it. Unbelievable save from Hemrick. But it is really tight at the front. Now Hemrick coming up the racetrack. Watch out. They are getting super aggressive back here in the pack. And somehow we haven't had another big pile up yet. But the way these guys are racing, could come any minute. So Josh Berry in the lead, in control of this race here at Darlington. Oh, and a caution has just come out. What has happened? The 11 Daniel Hemrick has been spun here in the front stretch. It looks like out of the corner, Chris Wright, Alex LeBay, David Starr. Hemrick 4 wide. Parker Retzloff gets turned into Hemrick. David Starr gets turned in the 11. Spins down the racetrack, but no damage. Everyone's able to stay in the race, but just a situation there where there was no space available. And you see Parker Retzloff got hooked, right as Daniel Hemrick got hooked. They got hooked into each other. David Starr got spun, but everyone managed to save it, keep it going, and not hit any walls. But just another incident of guys running out of space back here, and the caution would come out here at Darlington for Daniel Hemrick going around down the front stretch. Here's the slow-mo replay. See, pretty much the 38 and the 11 both get hooked at the same time. So unfortunate for Daniel Hemrick, a 2-time winner this season, goes spinning after, you know, kind of having an abysmal run so far tonight. As we move forwards, we cut back to race leader, the 8 of Josh Berry. As everyone comes up here now on this restart, Josh Berry still out front here alongside lap car Weatherman on lap 74. 7 laps to go in stage 2 here at Darlington. They're 3 wide back for second, 2 lap cars in the 45 of Sage Karam. Josh Berry out front trying to hold off the 34 of Kyle Weatherman. Right now, Josh Berry in control. As you see everyone else back here, really close course. J.J. Yaley in third, Allmendinger fourth, Sieg now into fifth, Larson, Austin Hill, Brandon Brown in the 5 up here. A lot of interesting drivers at the front. Stephen Parsons is holding up these guys back here, almost creating an incident as everyone's running out of space. Almost get a caution. Caution has come out yet again. Oh, for what happened this time, we are about to find out. If you rewind through Jeb Burton's view, we go forwards. This time, Sheldon Creed has been spun. As you see coming out of turn 4, Tyler Reddick just dumped Sheldon Creed. A heavy hit on the inside wall for the 2 of Sheldon Creed. And spins down the front stretch to bring out another yellow. Our 3rd one this stage for incident. Starting to get out of hand now. As now we are going to get the replay of this. As you see, Creed hooked right there with Tyler Reddick, almost head on into the inside wall, spun around and crosses the line sideways, crashing to bring out this caution flag. Now we move back to the leader, Josh Berry. So here we are on the restart. It's going to be a 1-lap dash to start stage 2 with Sage Karam leading the race. Oh my goodness, who would have thought Karam would be leading with a chance to win stage 2 here at Darlington. As we toss the yellow now, since everyone has crossed the line. Sage Karam in first, J.J. Yaley in second, Josh Berry third, Allgaier fourth, and Sieg fifth right now. Oh my god, they've 3 wide, 4 wide on exit of turn 4. And contact Sage Karam will win stage 2 here at Darlington. And behind him, they're crashing. Allgaier and Sieg. Sieg upside down, flipping into the catch fence. Allgaier upside down, flipping over and over again, barrel rolling. A huge crash at the end of the stage here at Darlington. What has happened? Oh my goodness. Sieg and Allgaier get each other. Spin hard on the wall. Sieg just starts flipping. Allgaier up the track. Launched into the catch fence by Ryan Sieg. Heavy hits. Kyle Sieg involved. AJ Allmendinger taken out. Sieg lands on top of the 16 of Allmendinger after this vicious, wild crash to end stage 2. Unbelievable. As we see right here, Sieg and Allgaier just ran out of space trying to get for position. They still got their stage points for 4th and 5th, but take a huge hit. Sieg instantly starts flipping. Allgaier up the racetrack, and Sieg lands on Allgaier, launches him up into the catch fence. Sieg over Timmy Hill on top of Allmendinger. Kyle Sieg, Brandon Jones collected. Parker Retzloff a little bit of damage after the huge one here. Cars piling into each other at the back, trying to slow down to avoid the 28 machine. A wild, wild series of flips here at Darlington at the end of the second stage. After Sage Karam wins his first career stage, you see slow-mo Ryan Sieg just starts tumbling and flipping out of control. And he lands on Allgaier, which makes the Allgaier go up in the air on top of the 28. And then you see the 39 land on H.A. Allmendinger and Brandon Jones. Absolute chaos here at Darlington is erupting. As we see, Allgaier is right there. See, boom, big hit, and I'll just let the replay play out here. I mean, what a way to end a stage. Oh my god, a huge pile up right as stage 2 ended, and that knocks out Ryan Sieg from the race, obviously, as well as AJ Allmendinger and Kyle Sieg. And as you know, Ryan Sieg is right near the playoff cut line, as well as Ty Gibbs. Both of them being out of the race is going to cost them both tons of points today here in Darlington. As now your race leader is going to be the 5 of Brandon Brown as you go green in the final stage on lap 85. We are back underway. Brandon Brown leads Jeremy Clements, Austin Hill, Tyler Reddick, and Riley Herbst, the top 5. Absolutely. Now will we have another big crash? As so far we've had like 4 in a row within a span of 20 laps. As you see, stack up back here, Sage Karam, Yaley, Larson, 3 wide. Contact, everyone manages to keep it going in the right direction, and no, they don't. Then around they go. Sage Karam and JJ Yaley up in the fence. Around goes LeBay, Caruth, Josh Perry, Hemrick, Mayer, Creed, Chris Wright, Chemper, and Noah Gregson. The big one strikes within 2 big ones within 10 laps of each other. As we see here, Rajat Caruth hooks Kyle Larson into Yaley, and Yaley literally rides Sage Karam on the fence. Unbelievable. Now they get stuck on each other and land upside down like this. What is going on here, Darlington? This has been the craziest race of the Xfinity Series season so far, without a doubt. As you see, the 66 has launched the 45 up on the fence, and he's also launched on top of the 45. Gregson, heavy damage. He was a very good contender in this race. Sam Mayer damaged. Chris Wright destroyed. Daniel Hemrick involved. Alex LeBay got clipped. Of course, Rajat Caruth also involved. He's the one who started this whole thing. And he spins in the 19. You see everyone flipping up and over, and chaos ensues here at Darlington. Big hits here at the back of the pack. Alfredo manages to avoid it pretty good. Jeb Burton right at the back of Chris Wright. Heavy damage to the 27 machine. As JJ Yaley lands on top of Sage Karam in a wild crash here in turn 1 in the final stage at Darlington. And Sage Karam at 1 stage 2. Him and Yaley are both having career runs, and now are both completely wiped out from this wreck. As I never thought to see this here at Darlington. See 2 cars up on the fence on top of each other. And JR Motorsports was completely decimated in the last 2 wrecks, besides the 88 of Kyle Larson, who survives. Now we move back to race leader Brandon Brown, race leader after all that chaos. Him and Clemens survived to be 1-2. And now here we are for the next restart. The 19 of Brandon Jones, I believe, will be in the lead. Yes, he will. Brandon Jones restarts in the lead. Look how slow the lap cars are going on the bottom. I see Brandon Jones following Timmy Hill and Stephen Parsons. The lap machines. As you see, we have cars going everywhere in the back. Rajat Caruth nearly gets hooked by David Starr back there. This continues to be a wild, wild race here at Darlington. So now we move back to the lead. Joe Kraft Jr., Chris Wright, Larson, close quarters. Whoa! Down the racetrack goes Chris Wright and Joe Kraft Jr. They both make incredible saves to keep it going in the right direction here. As we go back up to the leader, which is, of course, Brandon Jones right now. Some distance back to the 26 of John Hunter Nemechek, who's in second, and the 10 of Landon Castle, who is in third. So Brandon Jones leading. He will now go to lap the 99 of Stephen Parsons, which he will do quite easily. But they still have tight racing all throughout the field. Trevor Bain, Austin Hill getting really close there with Mason Massey. Now John Hunter Nemechek trying to make a move for the lead on the 19 of Brandon Jones. And underneath them, they're side by side coming to the start finish line. Brandon Jones will hold off Nemechek for now as he leads here at Darlington with 54 to go. Nemechek dives underneath Brandon Jones, still side by side for the lead, down the back straightaway. Brandon Jones clears Nemechek as Nemechek's run wasn't good enough down the back stretch. Now we move on to lap 105, 43 to go. Brandon Jones still in the lead, but now catching the lap car. Sheldon Creed gets stuck behind him with Landon Castle, and a big opportunity for the 26 of John Hunter Nemechek, who dives to the inside lane and is going to make the move to get into second by Castle in the 10. And as Creed blocks the 19 down the front stretch, John Hunter Nemechek, new leader at Darlington. The 26 machine of Nemechek with Castle in second, Creed fighting Perkins for third. And then Perkins third, Brown fighting Brandon Jones for fourth. And now Brandon Jones continues to lose tons and tons of positions due to Sheldon Creed holding him up, he might fall all the way outside of the top 10 after all this. As you see, Nemechek still leading here at Darlington. And caution on the racetrack. What has happened now? It looks like the 19 of Brandon Jones has been caught and wrecked, who is just leading a short couple of laps to go. As now down to turn 1 is going to get hooked by the 21 Austin Hill, and the 19 spins up the racetrack, hard hit into the side of the 51 of Jeremy Clements. Both are severely damaged, but both will remain in the race, but of course be off the fast pace that they were originally on. As you see, the 19 just gets sent nowhere to go for Jeremy Clements. Big hit for both of these guys. And the caution out here at Darlington with Nemechek in the lead. So, look at it here. Austin Hill just hooks the 19. Brandon Jones couldn't do anything about it. And pow, right into Jeremy Clements. Josh Berry and Kyle Larson get lucky to avoid it. Now we move towards the front field on this next restart. Just going to be with 36 to go. John Nemechek leads the 0-2 of Blaine Perkins, the 10 of Landon Castle, Brandon Brown in the 5, and the 48 of Tyler Reddick, your top 5 right now, as they easily get by the lap cars of Kyle Weatherman and Stephen Parsons. As whoa, Landon Castle in the wall. Contact from the 13 of Timmy Hill, but Castle's able to continue but loses quite a few positions, which moves Reddick into 3rd, Alfredo into 4th, and Riley Herbst into 5th. As we continue, just J.J. Yaley, Jeb Burton, Daniel Heinrich back here. This is really tight racing. We go back up to the front of the field. Oh, J.J. Yaley hooks Daniel Heinrich into the wall. And they both slide up the racetrack into Yaley. Big hits Yaley Clements on top of the wall. Jeb Burton slammed in the wall, which saves J.J. Yaley, but a huge hit as Yaley gets turned by the 36 back up the racetrack. And shockingly, this does not bring out the yellow for Yaley, being hooked right up hard into LeBay, and Clements as LeBay spins. I guess it's only a one-car spin, so NASCAR decided not to throw the yellow, but heavy damage to all those involved. Yaley, Jeb Burton, Clements, and LeBay. So apparently no yellow as we move back to race leader John Nemechek. Now on to 26 to go. Nemechek still in the lead, now getting held up by the 2 of Sheldon Creed. Opens the door for the 0-2 of Blaine Perkins. An hour of motorsports to go to the lead, and the 48 of Tyler Reddick for Big Machine Racing to move into 2nd. Then of course Nemechek, Sam Hunt Racing in 3rd, Alfredo. An hour more sports as well, and Nemechek's gonna get turned by Riley Herbst down the front stretch. A big hit for Nemechek as we're gonna be under caution yet again, as race leader John Hunter Nemechek gets hooked by the 98 of Riley Herbst and spun hard into the inside wall. But actually, Nemechek comes down the track. So that's more neat. He comes down the track and gets slammed into the inside wall by Riley Herbst, bringing out another yellow for another crash here in this chaotic Xfinity Series race at Darlington. Nemechek would still be in the race, but would not have the same pace as he was when he was leading. He's leading just down the backstretch, and now down the front stretch, he's into the wall, spinning across the start-finish line. Big hit. And so the race leader, of course, is the 48 of Tyler Reddick. As now we're going to go green with 20 laps to go here at Darlington. Tyler Reddick leads the 23 of Anthony Alfredo. I see Jeb Burton stacking up a whole bunch of drivers back here. Some of them haven't crashed. Oh, and they are crashing. The 08 of David Starr is going to make an incredible save after being hooked by the 91 of Mason Massey. They're still super close quarters. This is not going to end well. Boy, I have a bad feeling about this. They are getting into it. So we see the 48 of Tyler Reddick has now gone through to the race lead, followed by the 23 of Alfredo. Stephen Parsons 99 holding up some cars back here. Atlantic Castle nearly gets hooked by Blaine Perkins, but saves it. As they go into turn 1 and 2. Down the back stretch. Still intense battles throughout the field for position here at Darlington. See the 10 of Landon Castle getting a big shove from Blaine Perkins. Everyone manages to keep it going in the right direction. Oh, and it appears the caution may have just come out here. Yes, caution is out here at Darlington. What has happened as we move further back in the field? There must have been a big incident as we look at the damaged Parker Retzlaff to rewind to see what has happened. Oh no, it's been a huge incident here. Daniel Hemrick, Bailey Curry, Joe Graff. As you see, Joe Graff Jr. in the 07 gets hooked by JJ Yaley, and Hemrick gets hooked as well. They both come back up the track and spin hard up into Ryan Vargas. Heavy hits. Bailey Curry takes a huge hit. Alex LeBay involved as well. Big time. Hemrick would be completely toasted as well as Bailey Curry, both out of the session. You see what happened is when Joe Graff Jr. emerged back on the track, he completely spun the 11 and went right hard. Ryan Vargas nowhere to go, gets drilled. Same for Bailey Curry, drills Daniel Hemrick. So two JD Motorsports cars nowhere to go, taken out in this wreck from Joe Graff Jr. and Daniel Hemrick. To bring out another crash here. With less than 20 to go, an absolute wreck fest here at Darlington. Cars crashing left and right every 5 laps, it feels like. So we're under caution. And now we go back to race leader Tyler Reddick for Big Machine Racing in the number 48 car. Leading the way over Anthony Alfredo. Of course, under yellow. As we now will go back to the restart. We're going to restart with 12 laps to go at Darlington. The 48 of Reddick leads the 23 of Alfredo. It seems that these are the two guys you got to beat if you want to win this race. And they're still battling intensely for the race lead. Everyone else trying to survive behind them. Right now, they're... Oh, Joe Graff Jr. almost gets into Ryan Vargas. See Tyler Reddick managing to hold off the 23 of Anthony Alfredo for the lead at the moment. Alfredo underneath them side by side as they go down the back straightaway. Tyler Reddick holds the race lead for the moment. Alfredo close behind in second. I see everyone else back here trying to hold on for position. Landon Castle almost gets turned right there by Brandon Jones into Brandon Brown, as now we have 10 to go. And now the 02 of Blaine Perkins nearly wrecks John Harnemechek right there. Very close quarters racing. Reddick still comfortably in the lead, looking for this Xfinity win for Big Machine Racing. As they're still really close together here. Everyone managing to hold on for the remaining vehicles left in this race. Tyler Reddick still in the lead here. As now we're going to transfer to... right here. 8 to go. So what happened was on that original recording that we just transferred out of the clip into this one was I actually ran out of space on my computer for recording, so I cleared up some. I had saved the replay, but what happened is, as you'll see in this short clip, I saved the replay about 8 laps too early. So Tyler Reddick was still in the lead at this point. And so in the next clip you'll see what actually what would have transpired, but I don't have the clip of it because it wasn't saved in the replay, unfortunately. But this is basically like a simulation of what happened. The 02 of Blaine Perkins was leading the 48. He had passed the 48 of Tyler Reddick with like 2 or 3 laps to go in the race. And Blaine Perkins actually pulled away as everyone else jockeyed for second, and so on and so forth, as Brandon Brown actually passed Tyler Reddick. As you see here, the 0-2 of Blaine Perkins would actually win here at Darlington, his first career win, leading 8 laps. And you see the playoff grid is unchanged as Blaine Perkins is not running for Xfinity Series points, but Austin Hill now up into 12, 3 points above Brandon Jones at the cut line. Sheldon Creed now 6 out, Ty Gibbs 13 out, Ryan Sieg 20 out, Allgaier 28 out. Alfredo is now in a must-win with everyone below him. So until tomorrow's Cup race at Darlington, I hope you all have a good one.